Hey everybody, and welcome back to Horror Film Lovers. I'm your host, Jonathan Moody, and here we go. This is a little bit different of a show. So usually I do something like what Mainstream Monday or you know, whatever the other first time watch Fridays, stuff like that. But I decided to do I guess top 10 Thursdays or something. I don't know if we're gonna call it that or not. But I just thought we've got Thursday here, and Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday have been all taken up this week. And I was like, and then there's already going to be a Friday episode. So I thought, why not get one more, finish the week, bingo, it's done. So I figured I haven't really done a top 10 in a while, or I don't even know if I've done a top 10 on this show. So here we go. Here's some top 10. So this is going to be top 10 John Carpenter films. So I'm really excited about that. All right. So we're going to go from 10 to 1, from my number 10 to my number 1. And these honestly, sometimes these change, like, some of them get like risen up and some of them get lowered. So but for now, this is what I'm gonna go with. So starting with number 10 is Dark Star. Now, Dark Star is his first film. It's his magnum opus. It's his first thing he ever got out there as, technically first feature film, but it was really a student film that just blew up and became bigger than it was. I don't even know if he really wanted it out there like that because it is a student film. It's a better film than a lot of people make, even as a student film, but I'm just saying it's a student film. So, but number 10 is Dark Star. Number 9 is Assault on Precinct 13. Um, Now it'd been a while before I ended up actually watching it, and I bought it from like Scream Factory, and I was blown away. There was some pretty graphic scenes in this movie that you just couldn't make today. They remade the movie and they did not do some of the stuff that John Carpenter had the guts to do. So I applaud his movie making, but it's still sort of very amateur, like so it's not one of my favorites of his exactly like that, but I like it better than like a lot of his TV movies, and I don't think I even included any of his TV movies and stuff, and kind of like it better than the stuff he's been doing now. So, but it's still a really good movie. Next is number 8 is Christine. Also a movie I haven't really watched that much, so maybe someday it'll change. I did get a chance to get on the floor and get attacked by Christine in a picture and stuff, so that was pretty cool. But aside from that, I didn't really like it. Never, I guess cars uh that chase after people is never really my thing, but I get it, and I wanna rewatch it sometime to like see if maybe I like it better than I used to. All right, number 7 is In the Mouth of Madness, and if you haven't seen this movie, please go see it. It is really fucking good. Especially if you're a writer, I think you'll get a kick out of it a lot. It is by far like an amazing film. So I think you'll like it if you check it out. All right. Next is Escape from New York. Um, oh crap. I didn't even put down the one. Oh, I missed one. And that should be sort of tied with this one. So we're gonna go into that. Escape from New York and Big Trouble in Little China, I think, are sort of tied. As I forgot to put that down, but they're tied. For my number, was it 6? Both Kurt Russell and both are fucking amazing in different ways. I didn't want to put one higher than the other, and I didn't want to, put one lower than the other. I wanted them both to be together. So I felt like they were both really fucking good movies. And both Kurt Russell and two different personas. I mean, I think his character's name and what is it? In Big Trouble in Little China is Jack Burton, and the character in Escape from New York is Snake Plissken, and both of them are just so fucking different. So I put them both together. I think this is the first time I've ever tied anything, but there's just no way I can put one up above her or, below the other one. I love them both, and I would watch them as a double feature. I think they'd be a fun double feature. Definitely better than Escape from New York and Escape from LA as a double feature. Number five is They Live. Um, Another really, really fun movie. With Rowdy Piper. God, his name's kind of hard to say sometimes. I really, really enjoyed this one. I think it was a lot of fun, and I just really enjoyed his persona. And I need to get it on 4K. I know Best Buy used to have it. I don't know if they still do, if they sell it at their store, but I got Prince of Darkness instead of They Live. Um, and you'll see why. And so, it's one of those things where I did really love They Live. I think it's great. And then after that, number four is Prince of Darkness, which, as I said, I bought that before I bought They Live because I love Prince of Darkness so much, like so much more. It is a classic. It needs to be on. I mean, it's just so beautifully shot, so well done, so well acted. It blows me away every time I watch it. And if you haven't seen it, it's really creepy, really freaky. Donald Pleasance does an amazing job considering I mean, I think at first he didn't even really want to work with John Carpenter in the beginning before he did Halloween. So, and that segues me to number three, Halloween. People are always like, wait, you like Halloween third, like of your favorites and stuff? And yeah, Halloween's a great movie, but it's a slasher, It's a slasher done independently with not as well-known actors and well done, completely well done, but not, you know, it's not it isn't the greatest slasher of all time, in my opinion. It's a great one, but it's not the greatest of all time, and I love it. And it spawned so many sequels, most of which I don't think John Carpenter wanted. He didn't want number two to be like that. He wanted it to be like a Halloween 3. I think Halloween 3 is amazing, but he didn't direct it. So I can't put it as top 10 John Carpenter movies. Now, if I was doing overall movies or something, yeah, there will be a whole different listing. But because this is directing, number two is The Thing. A lot of people have this as number one, honestly, and I don't blame them. The Thing is fucking fantastic. But it's just not my favorite. I've seen it a few times. I've reviewed it a few times. It's great. I like it a lot. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic movie. It's obviously my number two, but it's just not number one. And you'll see what my number one is in a second. And you probably can guess based on all the other ones that I didn't have. So, like I said, I'm not including like Elvis or Someone's Watching Me or whatever, like things like that. No. I'm only or Body Bags, which is his like anthology, Stephen King anthology, I think, or something. It's his anthology. N That's not it. Like, not what I want to do. What I want to do is I want to make sure that and definitely not Memoir of an Invisible Man, which I almost don't even classify that as a John Carpenter movie. It's not him, in my opinion. It's him doing movie for Hollywood and just doing it. Um, but this number one is The Fog. And the original Fog, now obviously not the remake because he had nothing to do with that as far as I know. But The Fog is just freaking amazing. It's just so good. I mean, I absolutely love it. We did it for the first ever Film Freaks episode. And I fell in love with this movie, and it's just so eerie and creepy and scary. And even as an adult, like I can look at this and go, this definitely, especially if I watched this as a kid, this would have creeped me out. And so The Fog is probably by far my favorite John Carpenter film of all time. Like, yes. Now, I mean, he's done things what John Carpenter's Vampires, The Ward. He's done a lot of amazing movies. The Ward I haven't seen, and I haven't heard really good things about it. So I've not been, as excited to check that one out. But everything else, I'm like, wow, this is incredible, and I really do believe that. I think this is, I think he is truly a gifted director, and I feel like more people who, if you haven't heard of John Carpenter or haven't watched his movies, you're probably young. It's going to be my guess first. And those are my recommendations. Those are my top 10. Uh Technically top 11 because I had 11, but top 10, because that tie I just counted as one. Um but yeah, I absolutely go check those movies out because you will fucking love them. If you don't love them, I'll be surprised. But just go check them out. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys really like it, let me know. Tell me. And if you didn't like any of those movies, you don't like John Carpenter, I don't know why you're watching this video. But secondly, yeah, okay. If you don't like John Carpenter's film, that's fine. It's not everybody's taste. I will recommend these movies though. If you get a chance to watch them, please do. But aside from that, I guess that's it. Please join me tomorrow for another episode and stuff. I think it's the first time I watched Friday. So there you go. But aside from that, everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you later. Bye.